The government shutdown is now entering its third week, and tensions are rising on Capitol Hill. Senate Democrats first voted against funding the government, and ever since, negotiations have ground to a halt. The biggest issue isn't even health care or Obamacare anymore. It's politics. President Donald Trump hosted Senate Republicans for lunch at the newly renovated White House Rose Garden, urging them to remain united. The message was clear. Republicans say they're willing to negotiate, but Democrats, driven by pressure from their far-left base, are refusing to compromise unless the president intervenes directly. According to House and Senate Republicans, left-wing activists demanded a showdown with President Trump, and Democrats followed their lead. Meanwhile, most Capitol tours are closed, tens of thousands of federal employees work without pay, and concerns are growing about TSA security staff and air traffic controllers. Trump's message to Democrats was blunt: stop the madness. He accused Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and radical left Democrats of holding the entire government hostage to appease the extremist wing of their party. At the same time, Republican leaders are pressing a new strategy to force votes on targeted bills that fund essential workers like military and TSA employees. Democrats keep blocking those bills, with this being the 11th time they've rejected GOP funding proposals. Republicans say that shows Democrats are maximizing pain for political gain. Meanwhile, polls tell a surprising story. This shutdown is not hurting Donald Trump politically. According to new data from CNN and Reuters, Trump's approval rating has actually gone up by 1 point, unlike the 2018 to 2019 shutdown that hurt him politically. Polls also suggest that blame is divided, with around 50% blaming Republicans and 43% blaming Democrats, a much tighter gap than expected. Key Republican voices, including Senators John Thune, Bill Cassidy, and John Barrasso, argue that the real reason behind the shutdown is Democrats' fear of their own progressive base. Schumer, they claim, is scared of a potential primary challenge from AOC and the activist left. They say he's sacrificing national interests to protect his political career. Trump's allies are framing this as a fight between patriotic governance and political self-preservation. They argue Democrats would rather appease progressive activists than reopen the government or pay military families. In the meantime, Americans are feeling the pressure. Families of government and military employees are struggling to pay bills while politicians trade blame. Critics on Fox News say Democrats are fighting themselves, not Republicans, describing it like a family argument spilling into America's living room. Democrat Senator Chris Coons, on the other hand, argues that Republicans refuse to negotiate on health care cost reform. He insists that millions of Americans on the Affordable Care Act will see their premiums skyrocket unless Congress acts fast. But when asked why Democrats won't vote to reopen the government first, Coons said he doesn't trust Republicans to negotiate later. As the standoff continues, President Trump remains confident, meeting with Republican senators and assuring Americans that progress is coming. He insists Democrats are the ones blocking solutions while ordinary workers suffer. And internationally, despite the shutdown, Trump continues to assert peace through strength. He's been credited with Middle East progress and now vows to end the chaos at home, just as he's working to prevent it abroad. As we enter week 4 of the shutdown, both sides are digging in. For now, federal workers wait, negotiations stall, and the question remains, who will blink first, Trump or Schumer? Subscribe for more updates.